Hey Zab, what are you doing here?
Hey, you know me, I'm just doing my job.
I know the name. dSource. Doing my job, doing my job, doing my job, doing my job.
God bless America.
Carter, are you prepared to take the constitutional oath?
I am.
Would you place your left hand on the Bible and raise your right hand and repeat after me?
Sitting on the world, I got life in my hand. So these days I try to think twice when I can. Money on my mind, as God is my witness. Love don't live.
Good day, Fight Fans. We're here with undefeated heavyweight boxer Seth Mayhem Mitchell. How you doing, Seth?
It's good. Everything is good.
How's training camp going on?
Training camp is going well. Once I got the cancellation of my last fight kind of tapered down the following week, and we're picking it back up this week. So I'm feeling good, and I'm excited about the fight and ready to take care of business.
So you got a fight on September 16 at the eve of Ortiz against Mayweather in Las Vegas. And I also heard that you're fighting a new opponent. Is that correct?
Yes, they said they're looking for another opponent, so it's not gonna be Mike Malone.
So what do you think about that? I mean, you prepared for a guy for so long, and now it's almost like last minute you're gonna have to prepare for a new guy. Doesn't that frustrate you at all?
I mean, not really. It's not like I'm fighting. I don't think it's going to be a conventional fight. It's not going to be a southpaw. And like I said, out of my 23 fights, this has happened to me before, and it happens in boxing where, fights fall out for one particular reason, and you have another opponent. So I've been to this before, so it really didn't bother me that much.
Always ready, huh?
Always ready. I mean, it's not like I don't study my opponents that much. I leave that up to my trainer. I just get in the best shape I can, and I let him come to the gym and tell me what he saw. We break it down from there, and I just, I'm like a machine, when he tells me, you need to do this and that, those are the things that we work on. So, I'll be well prepared for whoever my opponent is on the 16th.
How far off do you think are you from that title shot or challenging one of these top heavyweight fighters like the Klitschko's or, maybe even Ariola and Adamek?
I truly believe sometime in my next, however long that may be in my next, 5 to 6 fights, I'll get that opportunity sometime in late 2012, early first quarter 2013. I believe, that I'll be ready. I believe that the Klitschko's sit ahead of the heavyweight division, top of the heavyweight division, and then there's everybody else. And I believe right now I can mix in well with those fighters at the same time. This is a business, and you want to get the right fight, and it's a money business as well too. So that plays a role as well.
Mm-hmm. You were a star linebacker back at Michigan State, and you also played ball. You know what I mean? But what was it about boxing that got you interested? I know you're kind of late bloomer, and you saw one of your former opponents, Tom Zbikowski, take up boxing. But what got you into it, personally?
Like you said his name. I mean, I can honestly say that I had watched boxing before. I was a casual boxing fan. I watched like the big cards, the big shows, and things of that nature. But because I personally played against Tom Zbikowski, we're like the same age. He played in the Big Ten. He played in Notre Dame. I went to his stadium. He came to my stadium, and I played against him. And I saw him. I actually saw him have success. That's the one thing that that got my competitive juices flowing again. Wow, he's a football player just like me. He played in the Big Ten. I played in the Big Ten, and it wasn't like he did it, years ago. It wasn't like I saw a documentary of a former football player that did. He did it right while I was playing football in the same years, and that just inspired me. So, I mean, I can honestly say Tom Zbikowski inspired me to box.
You're somewhat of an endangered species in boxing, you know what I mean? I mean, since 2007, there hasn't been an American heavyweight to win any of the major titles. But as much as there are a lot of great American athletes out there, what do you think is the reason why that's the case? Like why we're running out of top heavyweights that are Americans?
I think, today, in today's business, in the boxing business, it's a lot more politics involved in boxing. And, with the money that the basketball players and the football players and baseball players are making, and the visibility that you see them, having endorsements and commercials on TV, I think that's more appealing. So I think a lot of the athletes are going to, football and basketball and things of that nature. That's one of my reasons why I think that boxing has dwindled down over the past couple of years because of the politics. Back in the day, you can have, a fighter, he's fighting on Showtime, HBO, these big networks, ESPN, and they might lose, but as long as they put on a good fight, they'll be right back on TV. Nowadays, you say it's so much politics in boxing. If you take a loss, that might set you back for, 3 or 4 fights, and that's the year. So I think that's one of the reasons why boxing has laid off. I think the visibility and the endorsement, and it has a lot to do with the money.
Absolutely, man.
Other directions, and it's a tough sport. Boxing is not for the faint-hearted. It's a tough sport. He's definitely not overrated at all. I think he's a hell of a fighter. Not boxer. Hell of a fighter. I think he can fight, but and I know you probably was going to lead to this question. I don't think he'll beat Floyd Mayweather. If they fought, I think if they fought within the next, year, 15 months, I don't think he'll beat Floyd Mayweather. But he's definitely an exciting fighter. He has all the tools, but I don't think he's overrated. He's a good fighter. I love watching him fight. The one thing that I like about him the most, I like his demeanor. I like how he carries himself outside of the ring. He's not arrogant. He's not, boastful. At least that's what he portrays on the outside. When you, as a person from the outside looking at, he doesn't look arrogant. He doesn't talk a lot of trash. He seems very humble.
Definitely.
I mean, whether he's putting on a facade, I don't know. But from the outside looking at, he seems very humble, and that's one thing that I like about him. I'm all about people with that's got high moral character, man, good morals and good character, and that's what he seems to have. And I think he's a great fighter. I think he's good for boxing. But I think if he fought Mayweather, he'll take that L. He's gonna have a tough fight against Marquez too. He has a problem with counterpunches.
Definitely, and I go back and forth also when I think about that Pacquiao Mayweather matchup. But yeah, man, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts. And man, you're a great guy. The heavyweight division is fortunate to have somebody like you. You know what I mean. You speak well, and you're a good role model. Thank you so much for giving us your time today and doing this interview.
Thank you. Thanks again. Stay blessed. Continue to pray for me, and I'll do the same.
Definitely. Thank you so much, Seth. Good luck in your fight.
No problem.
Doing my job, doing my job, my job, doing my job, doing my job, my job, doing my job, doing my job, my job, doing